Introduction to resume writing. A resume serves as your primary marketing tool in the job search, offering a concise overview of your professional history, skills, and accomplishments. It is often the first impression a potential employer has of you, making its quality paramount to securing an interview. Crafting an effective resume requires strategic thinking, attention to detail, and a clear understanding of what recruiters seek. This course will guide you through each step, transforming your resume into a powerful asset. Understanding the fundamental purpose and structure of a resume is the first step towards career advancement. It is more than just a list of jobs. It is a curated narrative of your professional journey. The goal of a resume is not to get you a job directly, but rather to secure an interview, which is the next crucial step in the hiring process. Therefore, every element within your resume should be designed to pique the interest of hiring managers and demonstrate your suitability for the role. A well-written resume highlights your most relevant qualifications and achievements, directly addressing the requirements of the job you are applying for. It acts as a bridge between your past experiences and your future aspirations, showcasing how your unique skills align with the employer's needs. This initial document sets the stage for your entire application. Purpose of a resume. The primary purpose of a resume is to act as a concise, compelling summary of your qualifications, skills, and experience relevant to a specific job opening. It serves as your personal marketing document, designed to capture the attention of recruiters and hiring managers within a very short time frame. Typically, recruiters spend only a few seconds scanning a resume initially, making it crucial for key information to be easily identifiable. Your resume should clearly articulate why you are the best candidate for the role, highlighting your unique value proposition. It is a tool to open doors, not to tell your entire life story. Every word must contribute to this goal, demonstrating your potential impact. Beyond securing an interview, a resume also functions as a conversation starter during the interview process itself. Interviewers often refer back to your resume to formulate questions and delve deeper into your experiences. Therefore, the content must be accurate, consistent, and easy to elaborate upon. It should provide enough detail to spark interest, but leave room for further discussion and clarification during an interview. A well-structured resume helps guide the interview, allowing you to steer the conversation towards your strengths and relevant accomplishments. It's a living document that evolves with your career, always focused on future opportunities. Understanding your audience. Before writing a single word, it is crucial to understand who will be reading your resume. The hiring manager and potentially an applicant tracking system, ATS. Each audience has distinct priorities and scanning habits. Hiring managers are looking for specific skills, experiences, and achievements that align with the job description, often within a very limited time frame. They want to quickly grasp your value proposition and how you can solve their company's problems. Tailoring your resume to resonate with their needs is paramount. Researching the company culture and values can also provide valuable insights into what they prioritize in candidates. This targeted approach significantly increases your chances of success. Applicant tracking systems are software programs used by companies to manage job applications, often filtering resumes before a human ever sees them. These systems scan resumes for keywords, phrases, and specific formatting elements. If your resume does not contain the right keywords from the job description, it may be automatically rejected, regardless of your qualifications. Therefore, understanding how ATS works and optimizing your resume for it is just as important as appealing to a human reader. This involves carefully incorporating relevant industry terms and action verbs. Balancing readability for humans with scannability for machines is a key challenge in modern resume writing. Key resume components. A standard resume typically includes several core sections designed to present your qualifications comprehensively and logically. These sections ensure that all necessary information is readily available to the hiring manager. The essential components are contact information, a professional summary or objective, work experience, education, and skills. Each section plays a vital role in building a complete picture of your professional profile. Understanding the purpose and content of each component is crucial for effective resume construction. These sections are universally expected and form the backbone of any professional resume. They provide a structured way to convey your value. Beyond these core elements, resumes can also include optional sections such as awards and recognition, volunteer experience, projects, publications, or certifications. The inclusion of these additional sections depends on their relevance to the target job and how they strengthen your candidacy. For instance, a project manager might include a project section, while a researcher might highlight publications. Carefully consider whether an optional section adds significant value or merely clutters the document. The goal is always to present the most compelling and relevant information concisely. Strategic inclusion of these sections can differentiate your application. Choosing a resume format. Selecting the right resume format is a critical decision that impacts how your qualifications are perceived by employers. The three main formats are chronological, functional, and combination. Each format has distinct advantages and disadvantages, making certain ones more suitable for different career stages and professional backgrounds. A chronological resume, the most traditional, lists work experience in reverse chronological order, emphasizing career progression and stability. This format is generally preferred by recruiters as it provides a clear timeline of your professional journey. It is ideal for those with a consistent work history in the same field. Consider your career trajectory carefully when making this choice. The functional resume format highlights skills and abilities over work history, grouping relevant competencies rather than specific job duties. This format is often recommended for career changers, individuals with employment gaps, or those re-entering the workforce. While it can obscure a less than perfect work history, some recruiters view it with skepticism due to its lack of a clear timeline. The combination resume, as its name suggests, blends elements of both chronological and functional formats. It typically starts with a strong skills summary, followed by a chronological work history. This format offers flexibility, allowing you to emphasize both your key competencies and your career progression, making it a powerful choice for many job seekers. Choose the format that best showcases your strengths for the target role. Contact information essentials. The contact information section is fundamental to any resume, ensuring that potential employers can easily reach you for an interview. This section should be placed prominently at the top of your resume, making it the first thing a recruiter sees. Essential details include your full name, phone number, professional email address, and your city and state of residence. While the full street address is no longer necessary for privacy reasons, indicating your general location is helpful for employers to assess commute times or relocation needs. Ensure all information is accurate and up to date to avoid missed opportunities. A professional email address, typically using your name, is crucial for credibility. In addition to the basic contact details, it is highly recommended to include a link to your professional LinkedIn profile, especially if it is well maintained and showcases additional endorsements or recommendations. If you have an online portfolio, a personal website, or a GitHub profile relevant to the job, include those links as well. These digital assets provide employers with a more comprehensive view of your skills and work. Always double-check that all links are active and lead to the correct pages. Avoid including unprofessional social media links or any information that could be perceived negatively. The goal is to make it as easy as possible for a recruiter to connect with you. Crafting a powerful summary objective. A professional summary, also known as a career summary, is a concise paragraph or bulleted list at the top of your resume that highlights your most relevant skills, experiences, and achievements. It acts as an elevator pitch, immediately telling the hiring manager what you bring to the table and why you are a strong candidate. This section should be tailored to each job application, focusing on the specific requirements and keywords from the job description. It is particularly effective for experienced professionals, allowing them to quickly showcase their value without requiring the recruiter to sift through their entire work history. A strong summary can significantly increase the chances of your resume being read further. For entry-level candidates or those undergoing a career change, a resume objective statement might be more appropriate. An objective statement briefly outlines your career goals and explains why you are seeking a particular position, emphasizing your enthusiasm and transferable skills. While less common than professional summaries in today's job market, a well-crafted objective can still be effective when strategically used. Both summaries and objectives should be no more than 3 to 4 sentences or bullet points. They must be impactful, keyword-rich, and clearly articulate your value proposition to the employer. Remember, this section is your hook, designed to grab attention immediately. Highlighting work experience effectively. The work experience section is often the most crucial part of your resume, detailing your professional history in reverse chronological order. For each position, include your job title, the company name, its location, and the dates of employment. Beyond these basic facts, focus on describing your responsibilities and, more importantly, your achievements using strong action verbs and quantifiable results. Instead of simply listing duties, illustrate the impact you made within each role. For example, rather than managed projects, write, led cross-functional teams to deliver projects 20% under budget. This approach demonstrates your value and capabilities. Tailor each description to align with the requirements of the job you are applying for. When describing your work experience, prioritize relevance. If you have a long career history, you may choose to provide more detail for your most recent and relevant positions, while condensing older or less relevant roles. Use bullet points to make your achievements easy to read and digest. Aim for 3 to 5 bullet points per role, focusing on your most impressive and impactful contributions. Avoid jargon that might not be understood outside your specific industry or company. The goal is to provide a clear, compelling narrative of your professional journey that showcases your growth and contributions. This section is where you prove your worth to potential employers. Quantifying achievements and impact. Quantifying your achievements is one of the most powerful ways to make your resume stand out and demonstrate your tangible value to potential employers. Instead of simply stating what you did, quantify the results of your actions using numbers, percentages, and metrics. For example, instead of improved customer satisfaction, write increased customer satisfaction scores by 15% through implementing a new feedback system. This provides concrete evidence of your capabilities and impact. Recruiters are highly impressed by measurable results because they directly translate to business value. Always strive to answer how much, how many, or by what percentage when describing your accomplishments. This approach transforms vague statements into compelling evidence of success. Even in roles where direct numerical quantification seems challenging, look for opportunities to quantify impact indirectly. Consider the scope of your responsibilities, e.g., managed a budget of X, oversaw a team of Y individuals, the frequency of tasks, or the efficiency gains you introduced, e.g., reduced processing time by Z hours per week. Think about the positive outcomes of your work. Did you save money, increase revenue, improve efficiency, enhance quality, or solve a significant problem? Use the STAR method, situation, task, action, result, to structure your achievement statements, focusing heavily on the result component. This disciplined approach ensures your resume speaks the language of business value. Quantified achievements are memorable and persuasive. Education section best practices. The education section provides details about your academic background and is typically placed after work experience for experienced professionals or closer to the top for recent graduates. For each degree or certification, include the name of the institution, its location, the degree or program name, and your graduation date or expected graduation date. If you have multiple degrees, list them in reverse chronological order, with your most recent or highest degree first. Only include your high school information if it is your highest level of education, or if you are a very recent graduate with limited college experience. This section confirms your foundational knowledge and credentials. For recent graduates, it can be beneficial to include relevant coursework, academic projects, or a GPA, if 3.5 or higher, to compensate for limited work experience. However, once you have a few years of professional experience, these details become less critical and can be removed to keep your resume concise. Avoid including information about individual high school achievements or extracurriculars once you have completed higher education. Focus on academic accomplishments that directly relate to the job you're seeking. This section should validate your intellectual capabilities and formal training. Keep it focused and relevant to your career stage. Skills section: hard versus soft skills. The skills section is a critical component of your resume, providing a quick overview of your capabilities that are relevant to the job. It is typically divided into hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are specific, teachable abilities that can be easily quantified or demonstrated, such as proficiency in programming languages, software applications, foreign languages, or data analysis. These are often technical in nature and directly tied to job functions. Listing relevant hard skills helps your resume pass through applicant tracking systems, ATS, and immediately shows recruiters you possess the necessary technical expertise. Be specific about your proficiency levels where appropriate, such as fluent in Spanish or proficient in Python. Soft skills, on the other hand, are interpersonal attributes and personal qualities that influence how you work and interact with others. Examples include communication, teamwork, problem-solving, leadership, adaptability, and time management. While harder to quantify, soft skills are highly valued by employers as they contribute significantly to workplace success and team dynamics. Integrate soft skills throughout your resume, particularly in your professional summary and work experience descriptions, by providing examples of how you've demonstrated them. For instance, instead of just listing teamwork, describe how you collaborated with cross-functional teams to achieve project goals. A balanced blend of both hard and soft skills presents a well-rounded candidate profile. This section should be tailored to match the job description's requirements. Optional sections: awards, volunteering. Beyond the core components, optional sections can significantly enhance your resume by showcasing additional strengths, passions, and unique experiences. These sections should only be included if they are relevant to the job you're applying for, or if they highlight qualities highly valued by the employer. Examples include awards and recognition, volunteer experience, projects, publications, certifications, or languages. When adding these, ensure they contribute positively to your professional image and do not simply add clutter. Each entry should be concise, impactful, and demonstrate a specific skill or achievement. The goal is to provide supplementary evidence of your capabilities and character, but for awards and recognition, list the award name, the awarding organization, and the date received. Quantify the significance if possible. Example: Top 1% Sales Award. Volunteer experience demonstrates community involvement, leadership, and teamwork. Treat it like work experience, detailing your role, organization, and key accomplishments. Projects can be particularly useful for technical roles or recent graduates, showcasing practical application of skills. Certifications. Validate specialized training and expertise. Always consider the target role. If a section doesn't strengthen your candidacy for that specific job, it's best to omit it. These sections provide a more complete picture of your professional and personal development. Tailoring your resume for each job. One of the most critical strategies for successful resume writing is tailoring your resume for each specific job application. Sending a generic resume to multiple employers significantly reduces your chances of success, as it fails to address the unique requirements of each role. Begin by thoroughly analyzing the job description, identifying key responsibilities, required skills, and desired qualifications. Highlight these keywords and phrases, as they are what the hiring manager and applicant tracking systems, ATS, will be looking for. Your resume should directly reflect how your experience and skills align with these specific needs. This targeted approach demonstrates your genuine interest and attention to detail. Customization is not just about changing a few words. It's about strategic alignment. Once you've identified the key elements from the job description, customize your professional summary or objective, work experience bullet points, and skills section to incorporate them. Rephrase your achievements to emphasize those most relevant to the target role. For example, if a job emphasizes client management, ensure your resume highlights experiences where you successfully managed client relationships. Remove any information that is irrelevant or distracting to the specific role, even if it's impressive in another context. The goal is to present a highly focused document that convinces the employer you are the ideal candidate for this particular position. This meticulous tailoring significantly increases your interview prospects. It shows you've done your homework and are serious about the opportunity. Keywords and Applicant Tracking Systems, ATS. Applicant Tracking Systems, ATS, are software applications that companies use to manage the recruitment process, from collecting applications to filtering candidates. A significant portion of large companies utilize ATS, meaning your resume will likely be scanned by a machine before it ever reaches a human recruiter. These systems are designed to parse resumes for specific keywords, phrases, and formatting. If your resume does not contain the keywords that the ATS is programmed to look for, it may be automatically rejected, regardless of your qualifications. Understanding how ATS works is paramount to navigating the modern job market successfully. It's a gatekeeper you must learn to pass. To optimize your resume for ATS, carefully review the job description and identify the most frequently used and relevant keywords. These often include specific skills, software proficiencies, industry terms, and job titles. Incorporate these keywords naturally throughout your resume, particularly in your professional summary, skills section, and work experience descriptions. Avoid keyword stuffing, which can make your resume unreadable and may even be flagged by some systems. Use standard resume fonts and simple formatting, as complex designs or graphics can sometimes confuse ATS. By strategically integrating keywords and maintaining a clean format, you significantly increase the chances of your resume making it past the initial automated screening and into the hands of a hiring manager. This strategic approach is essential for modern job seekers. Action verbs, making your resume dynamic. Using strong action verbs is crucial for making your resume dynamic, impactful, and professional. Action verbs convey a sense of accomplishment and responsibility, immediately grabbing the reader's attention and painting a clear picture of your contributions. Instead of passive phrases like responsible for managing projects, use active verbs such as managed, led, oversaw, or coordinated. These verbs transform bland descriptions into powerful statements of achievement. They demonstrate initiative and direct involvement, showing employers that you are a proactive and results-oriented individual. A resume filled with strong action verbs sounds more confident and authoritative. They are the backbone of compelling achievement statements. When selecting action verbs, choose ones that accurately reflect your specific accomplishments and the skills required for the target job. For example, if you're in sales, verbs like generated, negotiated, or exceeded might be appropriate. For a creative role, consider designed, developed, or innovated. Vary your action verbs to avoid repetition and keep the reader engaged. A thesaurus can be a valuable tool for finding synonyms and expanding your vocabulary. Remember to always follow action verbs with a quantifiable result or specific detail to maximize their impact. This strategic use of language elevates your resume from a simple job history to a compelling narrative of your professional success. Powerful verbs make your achievements memorable. Formatting and layout principles. Effective resume formatting and layout are crucial for readability and making a positive first impression. A clean, organized, and professional layout allows recruiters to quickly scan your document and find the information they need. Use consistent formatting throughout, including font styles, sizes, spacing, and bullet points. Aim for a visually balanced document with adequate white space to prevent it from looking cluttered. Margins should typically be between 0.5 and 1 inch on all sides. The overall aesthetic should be professional and easy on the eyes, reflecting your attention to detail. A well-formatted resume conveys professionalism and respect for the reader's time. It's an unspoken signal of your organizational skills. Choose a standard professional font like Arial, Calibri, or Times New Roman, and maintain a readable font size, typically 10 to 12 points for body text and 14 to 18 points for your name and section headings. Use bolding and capitalization strategically to highlight important information, such as job titles and company names, but avoid excessive use, which can make the resume look busy. Ensure that your resume is 1 page for most entry-level to mid-career professionals. 2 pages are acceptable for those with extensive experience, 10+ years, or highly specialized roles. Always save and submit your resume as a PDF file to preserve formatting across different systems and devices. This ensures your carefully crafted layout remains intact. Font choice and readability. The choice of font significantly impacts the readability and overall professionalism of your resume. Opt for classic, clean, and easily readable fonts that are widely available across different operating systems. Sans serif fonts like Arial, Calibri, Helvetica, and Lato are popular choices for their modern and clean appearance, making them easy to read on screens. Serif fonts like Times New Roman and Georgia are also acceptable, often conveying a more traditional and formal feel. The key is consistency. Stick to 1 or at most 2 complementary fonts throughout your entire resume. Avoid overly decorative, script, or novelty fonts, as they can be difficult to read and may detract from your professional image. Your font choice subtly communicates your professionalism. Maintain a consistent font size for different elements of your resume to ensure a clear hierarchy of information. Typically, your name should be the largest, 14 to 18 points, followed by section headings, 12 to 14 points, and then the body text, 10 to 12 points. Ensure there is enough contrast between the text color and the background, usually black text on a white background, for optimal readability. Test your font choices by printing out your resume and reviewing it on different devices to ensure it remains legible. A resume that is difficult to read, regardless of its content, is likely to be quickly dismissed by a busy recruiter. Prioritizing readability is a sign of respect for the hiring manager's time. This attention to detail reflects your overall work ethic. Proofreading and editing strategies. Proofreading and editing are non-negotiable steps in resume writing. Even a single typo or grammatical error can undermine your credibility and attention to detail. After drafting your resume, set it aside for a few hours or even a day before reviewing it with fresh eyes. This break allows you to spot errors you might have overlooked during the initial writing process. Read your resume backward, sentence by sentence, to catch spelling mistakes and grammatical errors that might be missed when reading for content. Also, read it aloud, as this can help you identify awkward phrasing or sentences that don't flow well. A flawless resume demonstrates professionalism and meticulousness. It reflects positively on your overall work quality. Beyond self-review, leverage technology and seek external feedback. Use grammar and spell-checking tools, but do not rely on them exclusively, as they may miss contextual errors. Print out your resume and review a hard copy, as errors often appear more obvious on paper than on a screen. Most importantly, ask trusted friends, family members, mentors, or career counselors to proofread your resume. A fresh perspective can catch mistakes you've become blind to. Encourage them to look for clarity, conciseness, and overall impact, not just errors. Incorporate their constructive feedback thoughtfully. A thoroughly proofread and edited resume makes a strong, positive impression, showcasing your commitment to excellence. This final polish is crucial for success. Common resume mistakes to avoid. Avoiding common resume mistakes is as important as including all the right elements. One frequent error is using a generic resume for every application. Always tailor your resume to the specific job description. Another major pitfall is having typos, grammatical errors, or inconsistent formatting, which immediately signal a lack of attention to detail. Overly long resumes, especially for entry-level positions, can overwhelm recruiters. Aim for conciseness, including irrelevant personal information, such as marital status, religious affiliation, or photographs, unless specifically requested for certain international roles, should also be avoided. These details are unprofessional and can lead to unconscious bias. Focus solely on your professional qualifications. Other mistakes include using passive language instead of strong action verbs, failing to quantify achievements, and using unprofessional email addresses. Avoid jargon or acronyms that are not universally understood outside your specific industry or company. Do not include salary expectations or reasons for leaving previous jobs on your resume. These are topics for later stages of the interview process. Finally, ensure all contact information is accurate and that any links to online profiles are active and professional. By meticulously reviewing your resume for these common errors, you significantly increase its effectiveness and professional appeal. A clean, error-free resume reflects positively on your candidacy. Resume do's and don'ts. When crafting your resume, remember these essential do's. Do tailor your resume for each job application by incorporating keywords from the job description. Do use strong action verbs to describe your accomplishments and quantify your achievements with numbers and metrics whenever possible. Do maintain a clean, professional, and consistent format with adequate white space and readable fonts. Do proofread meticulously for any typos or grammatical errors and seek feedback from others. Do save your resume as a PDF to preserve formatting. Do include a professional email address and a link to your LinkedIn profile. These practices collectively enhance your resume's impact and professionalism, making it more likely to capture a recruiter's attention. They are the foundation of a successful job application. Equally important are the don'ts. Don't use a generic resume for every application. Customization is key. Don't include irrelevant personal information, such as marital status or a photograph, unless required. Don't use unprofessional email addresses or social media links. Don't include salary expectations or reasons for leaving previous jobs. Don't use jargon or acronyms that are not widely understood. Don't make your resume longer than 2 pages, especially for entry-level or mid-career roles. Don't rely solely on spell checkers. Manual proofreading and external review are crucial. By adhering to these guidelines, you can create a resume that effectively showcases your qualifications and avoids common pitfalls, significantly improving your chances of securing an interview. These guidelines are critical for navigating the modern job market. Cover letter integration. While your resume provides a factual overview of your qualifications, a cover letter offers a unique opportunity to tell your story, express your genuine interest in the role, and elaborate on how your skills align with the company's needs. It should always be customized for each specific job application, acting as a personalized introduction to your resume. A strong cover letter complements your resume by highlighting specific experiences and motivations that might not be fully conveyed in bullet points. It allows you to demonstrate your writing skills and personality, making a more personal connection with the hiring manager. Think of it as your chance to make a compelling case for why you are the ideal candidate. It's an essential component of a complete application. A well-structured cover letter typically includes an introduction stating the position you're applying for and where you saw the advertisement, a body paragraph or 2 detailing your most relevant skills and achievements, referencing specific examples from your resume, and a strong closing expressing enthusiasm and a call to action. Research the company and the role thoroughly to weave in specific details that show your understanding and enthusiasm. Address the letter to a specific hiring manager if possible. A generic "to whom it may concern" is less impactful. Ensure the tone is professional yet engaging. Just like your resume, proofread your cover letter meticulously for any errors. A compelling cover letter can significantly strengthen your application, making your resume stand out from the competition. It provides context and personality. Online presence and LinkedIn. In today's digital age, your online professional presence is an extension of your resume and plays a significant role in your job search. LinkedIn is the most prominent platform for professional networking and showcasing your career. A well-maintained and optimized LinkedIn profile can significantly enhance your visibility to recruiters and provide a more dynamic, detailed view of your experience than a static resume. Ensure your LinkedIn profile is consistent with your resume, but also leverage its features to expand on your achievements, gather recommendations, and connect with industry professionals. Recruiters often check LinkedIn profiles as part of their candidate screening process. It's a living, breathing resume that can offer deeper insights. Beyond LinkedIn, be mindful of your overall digital footprint. Ensure that any public social media profiles present a professional image, or adjust privacy settings accordingly. Consider creating a personal website or online portfolio if your industry or role benefits from visual examples of your work, e.g., designers, writers, developers. These platforms can provide a richer context to your skills and projects. Always ensure any links on your resume to online profiles are active and lead to professional content. A strong, consistent online presence reinforces your professional brand and demonstrates your tech savviness. It's an integral part of modern job seeking, complementing your traditional resume. Building a portfolio, if applicable. For many creative, technical, or project-based roles, a professional portfolio is an indispensable tool that complements your resume by providing tangible evidence of your skills and accomplishments. Unlike a resume, which describes your work, a portfolio shows it. This is particularly true for professions such as graphic design, writing, web development, photography, architecture, and marketing. A well-curated portfolio allows potential employers to assess the quality, scope, and style of your work firsthand, giving them a much deeper understanding of your capabilities. It transforms abstract claims into concrete demonstrations of your talent. A strong portfolio can be the deciding factor in securing an interview or job offer. It's your visual proof of expertise. When building your portfolio, select your best and most relevant work samples that showcase a diverse range of skills applicable to the jobs you're targeting. Organize your projects clearly, providing context for each piece. Explain your role, the challenge, your approach, and the outcome. Consider hosting your portfolio online on a dedicated website or a professional platform like Behance or GitHub, making it easily accessible via a link on your resume and LinkedIn profile. Ensure the design of your portfolio itself is professional and user-friendly. Regularly update your portfolio with new projects and refine existing ones. A compelling portfolio speaks volumes about your practical abilities and creative vision. It's a powerful extension of your professional identity. Resume for different career stages. The content and emphasis of your resume should evolve significantly as you progress through different career stages. For entry-level candidates or recent graduates, the resume should highlight academic achievements, relevant coursework, internships, volunteer experience, and transferable skills. A resume objective statement might be appropriate here, focusing on career aspirations and enthusiasm. Since work experience may be limited, expand on projects, academic awards, and leadership roles in student organizations. The goal is to demonstrate potential and a strong foundation for learning. This stage emphasizes foundational knowledge and eagerness to contribute. Focus on what you can do and what you want to achieve. Mid-career professionals should focus on showcasing quantifiable achievements, career progression, and leadership experience. The professional summary becomes crucial, highlighting key accomplishments and expertise. Emphasize impact and results over duties, demonstrating how you've added value to previous organizations. For senior-level executives, the resume should be highly strategic, focusing on leadership, strategic impact, business growth, and significant accomplishments that align with executive-level responsibilities. A robust professional summary or executive profile is essential, often followed by a concise list of core competencies. The resume at this stage is a testament to your strategic influence and proven track record. Each stage requires a tailored approach to effectively market your unique value. Seeking feedback and professional review. After you've drafted and proofread your resume, seeking external feedback is an invaluable step that can significantly improve its quality and effectiveness. Fresh eyes can spot errors, awkward phrasing, or areas of ambiguity that you might have overlooked. Share your resume with trusted friends, family members, mentors, or former colleagues who have experience in hiring or a strong understanding of your industry. Ask them to review it for clarity, conciseness, impact, and overall professionalism. Encourage them to provide honest, constructive criticism, not just praise. This objective perspective is crucial for refining your document. Their insights can reveal blind spots and strengthen your narrative. It's an essential part of the refinement process. For an even more rigorous review, consider engaging a professional resume writer or career counselor. These experts possess in-depth knowledge of current hiring trends, applicant tracking systems, ATS optimization, and industry-specific best practices. They can provide tailored advice, help you articulate your value proposition more effectively, and ensure your resume is strategically aligned with your career goals. While there may be a cost associated with professional services, the investment can yield significant returns in terms of interview opportunities and career advancement. Always be open to constructive criticism and be prepared to make revisions based on the feedback you receive. The goal is to produce the most compelling and error-free resume possible, and external review is a key component of achieving that. It's a strategic investment in your future. Final review and submission. The final review before submission is your last opportunity to ensure your resume is perfect. After incorporating all feedback and making revisions, take one last meticulous pass. Check for any lingering typos, grammatical errors, or formatting inconsistencies. Ensure all contact information is correct and that any links to online profiles are active. Verify that the resume is tailored to the specific job you are applying for and that it effectively highlights your most relevant skills and achievements. Read the job description one more time and compare it against your resume to confirm alignment. This final check is crucial. Even a small oversight can detract from your professional image. It's the last hurdle before presenting yourself to a potential employer. When you are confident that your resume is flawless, save it as a PDF file. This format preserves your carefully crafted layout and ensures it appears consistently across different devices and operating systems. Always follow the submission instructions provided by the employer. Whether it's uploading through an applicant tracking system, emailing it directly, or using a specific online portal, double-check that you are attaching the correct version of your resume and cover letter. A successful submission is the culmination of all your hard work, presenting you in the best possible light. This final step is critical for making a strong, lasting impression and moving forward in the job application process. It's the moment your effort pays off.